Hello all and welcome to our February 2017 edition of our online newsletter. It's been an exciting month for us here at Elite Thoroughbreds, so we've got a lot to talk about. The first, of course, being Testashadows' emphatic win in the $1 Million Magic Millions Cup. It wasn't so much the win that was the exciting part. Of course, it is exciting when you win any race, let alone a $1 million race. But it was the significance behind the win and the cause we were pushing for on that particular day for a very special owner. So I can't wait to talk about that. Also, we will touch on a horse to follow as we do every month. There's one horse in particular I would be looking at, and I will touch on that as we go. And I will discuss our recent success at the Inglis Classic Sale in Sydney, and of course the upcoming Inglis Premier Sale we will be attending in Melbourne. First off, I'd like to touch on Testashadows' win in the Magic Millions Cup. He did start at $31, and for those that follow these newsletters, I did tell you to follow him. So I hope you heeded that advice and had something on him. He was paying as much as $41 on the day. There was 5 across the line. He got the nose down. Brilliant ride by Deanne Pena. And a very, very lucky bunch of owners. I'm sure they know how lucky they are. Testashadow is now the highest winning son of Testarossa to race. That's pretty significant, and it tells a big story as to just how lucky we all are to be involved with this special horse. The big thing on the day, though, was what took place and what cause, we were supporting on that particular day. We have a very special owner by the name of Deb Smallman, who is going through some hardship at the moment. And with the help of her lovely daughter, we organised to run in a different set of colours, as many of you would have noticed. Those colours were that of the Australian Cervical Cancer Foundation, in support of Debbie and her hardship. And I believe it was that and a little bit of karma that came with that got our fellow over the line. Debbie's a very special lady. She supports us here at Elite Thoroughbreds to no end. She supports us by way of backing us in our syndicates and buying shares in our horses, and she goes in just wanting to have a bit of fun, and I'm so very happy that an owner like that was able to win such a huge race on such an important day, because the whole day was geared towards supporting Debbie and her cause. So let's take a look at the race. It was very exciting, very emphatic, and you will just see exactly how this race really had us all on the edge of our seat as we were waiting for that result.
Magic Millions Cup field thundered around the turn. Short of 400 left to run. Monsieur Gustave giving a side. Led from Strawberry Boy. Testashadows, Perfect Dare. Swim about wide, then Backman. Where's Hofgarden? He's trying to come through. Most important still there. Lucky Hustler not doing enough. And Snippets Land is zooming down the outside. Testashadows, Strawberry Boy. Perfect Dare. Out wide, Snippets Land. And coming through off the rails. A big finish. Testashadows in front. Perfect Dare. Lunge photo. And for the minors, Snippets Land are off the rails. Most important, not far away with Loyalty Man, Hofgarden. Then came Sir Moments, Monsieur Gustave, Snoopy. Backman, well back was Lucky Hustler. Never raised a yelp. Second last, the Iliad. And trailing them home, Brewery in 1:21.7. Well, who's won here?
So I think that replay tells just how close it was, and as I said, I do believe it was karma that got our boy over the line. A special thanks to Deanne Pena. What a ride. I mean, she was the only apprentice on the day, but she was smart enough to not get caught up in that speed battle, and had Testashadows in the best possible position to make his move. And he got there. He got the job done. That takes Testashadows' earnings to a whopping $1.2 million. Testarossa, the sire, has one and only one horse that has earned more than Testashadow, and that is the very popular Hortensia, who has earned $1.4 million. So that makes Testashadow, as I said, the highest earning colt or gelding by Testarossa to ever grace the track. So congratulations to his owners, a special congratulations to Deb, and a big thank you to Deb's daughter, who was gracious enough and helpful enough to let us be a part of this special day and support her mother in what is a very important cause. On to horses to follow. The horse I would be following, and again, we did point you to Testashadow last newsletter, so please take this advice, because I am very confident about this horse moving forward and notching up win number 9, and that is Straturbo. His last run at Rose Hill was a very, very good run. He looked like he was going to loom up and win. However, the sticky track brought him undone. For those that follow Straturbo, you know that he likes a rock hard track. However, his best record is actually at Doobman, where he has won 2 listed races, being the listed Chief de Beers over 1,050 metres. And his most recent listed win was also at Doobman over 1,050 metres. His next race will be at the same track over the same distance in an open handicap. So although he will be carrying weight, his rating is up there. I think he's rated a 98 or a 96 in Queensland due to his Magic Millions win in 2015 and of course his 2 listed wins. Due to that rating, he will be carrying top weight, I would say, but his record at the track and distance is near perfection. So why don't we show you his last run at Rose Hill. You will note, as I said, that he looms up. It looks like he's going to win. However, that sticky track on the day just brought him undone. There was a little bit of a bump there in transit also. And of course, he is a horse that likes to be ridden hard on the speed. And once his momentum is stopped, like any good 1,000-metre horse, it's quite hard to recover, especially when you're carrying weight. So watch his run and be sure to follow him next start.
For Randwick, so if you're betting on Eagle Farm, should be okay. We're all set. Ready now for the GX sprint over the 1,000 metres. And we're set for a start. Dalciello, the favourite, and they're off and racing. No speed by Bull Pit, and a GNC jumped away well. Coming across to lead from Straturbo, and Heart Testers right there, followed by Runzardi, His Majesty. Further back to Wale from Bull Pit. Dalciello getting back, and Den Magic has switched off last. It's the speedier GNC on top, racing keenly from Heart Tester. Then came His Majesty, Straturbo, and Runzardi the outside. Further back to Bull Pit. Dalciello's racing a bit keenly back in the field, moving up into a 4-wide position. Den Magic and Wildera's last of all, a GNC at the 400, being pressured here by Heart Tester. Then Straturbo from His Majesty looking for the runner. A couple after Dalciello, and Den Magic trying to go with it. Bullpit's getting a splitter. Heart Tester can't shake off a GNC. Now Dalciello's winding up on the outside. Straturbo the centre, and then Den Magic. It's Dalciello racing to the lead from Den Magic. Dalciello pushed on, and Dalciello brings its great New Zealand form as a juvenile to Australia now.
So don't forget to follow him, Straturbo, when he takes up his place in the open handicap at Doobman over 1,050 metres. As I said, his record is impeccable there, and although he will be carrying some weight, he may be just too strong for his opposition. On to the sales. Now, in the past, the Sydney Classic sale has been a happy hunting ground for us here. We've purchased horses like I'm All the Talk for as little as $40,000. I'm All the Talk went on to win the Group 2 Skyline, $300,000 in stakes prize money, and of course stands at stud now in Western Australia's most prominent farm. I'm sure he's going to do very well. We will be there buying his yearlings next year, no doubt. We were fortunate enough to purchase 3 lovely yearlings from this year's classic sale. On day 2, lot 294 was a colt by Testashadows, very well related, a lovely colt who was going to furnish into an absolute gem in 6 months' time. Great walking, very typical of the Testashadows, and very reminiscent, of course, of Testashadows. It really helps when you've got something to compare. Look, they were bought for the same price. They're very much the same, taking a lot from their sire, so hopefully he can yield half the result Testashadows has. Day 3 of the sale, toward the back end of the sale, lot 571 was an I'm Invincible filly out of a 4-time winning Stratum mare. A very high number of runners to winners on this page, very well related, and she's just a very neat early running type, and has certainly taken a lot from both sides, both the Stratum side and the I'm Invincible. And 2 lots later, we were fortunate enough to pick up a Fastnet Rock filly. This one's very exciting. Out of a mare who has had 6 to race for 5 winners. Of those 5 winners, 2 are full relations to this filly. One is a stakes winner, and the other is a city winner of 9 races. All vetted out as low risk, clean x-rays, very, very good confirmation. I mean, obviously it's something that we really look at. The pedigrees are far second when it comes to the athlete itself. They're all good walking animals, presented very well on the day by reputable farms, and we can't wait to get going with these horses. More information on these purchases will be available in the coming weeks. Over the next 2 weeks, you can check our website, www.elitethoroughbreds.com.au, and you will find pictures, pedigree, video footage, etc. Or you can get onto our social media pages like Facebook, and you'll find posts with pedigrees, photos, etc. In the next 2 weeks, or in about 2 weeks rather, we will be making our way down to Melbourne and hopefully finding another few yearlings at the Premier sale. Over the last couple of years, we've started to attend the Premier sale and have found horses like Seeking Asylum, who won 4 races as a 2-year-old. Very nice types at that sale, fairly strong pedigrees, and you can certainly find well-priced yearlings if you look hard enough. So that's all we have time for in this edition of our online newsletter. Thanks for watching. The views have been going up every month. I'm glad this is taken to very well. And until next month, we'll see you then.